Been down this road before. I'll never quit. I'll never lay down.
Awesome. And I get to go first. Woohoo! Okay, so this is big for me and Debbie, like really big. We got to, it comes down to we got to thank the people that got us here, because without them, none of us would be here. And first, it's got to be Lonnie, David, Richard, for starting New Charity, because if they didn't start it, like I said, none of us would be here. I don't think you guys realize how hard these guys work each and every day for each and every one of us. Lonnie has said from day one he's had our backs, and he just tells us, just go out there and share this incredible opportunity with everybody. And that's what me and Debbie do, so it's pretty amazing. Melissa, Dr. Anoop, Mark, David, and all the corporation, what they do, simply amazing. It's just unbelievable. And we want to thank each and every one of you out there, our New Charity family. You guys really do inspire us to keep going. It's pretty amazing. It's humbling sometimes, but it's pretty cool what each and every one of you have done. And I would like our team just to stand up. Yeah. All our team just to stand up. We do this each and every day for you guys. You inspire us. I hope we inspire you. And it's simply amazing. And the New Charity family in whole, because if we're all not working together, then New Charity is not going to go anywhere. But we are working all together, and New Charity is going to be number one. So thank you.
Isn't he a rock star? He's a rock star. Look what this business has done for my husband, too. That's nice, honey. So I just want to share a little bit of our story. The team really asked that we get a little vulnerable with our story to show you what this journey's been like. We are the crying team, so bear with us. This is our last diamond speech. Wow. That's bizarre. That's bizarre. You know, it always looks easy when the diamonds get up and speak, doesn't it? But you know, everyone has a journey, and there's always adversity and there's challenges that happen in our lives and in our business. And Ken and I, actually, those are the most important times of our lives. That changes everything. The obstacles, the valleys, they actually make us stronger, and we wouldn't change any part of our journey because it really makes it special. So let me tell you a little bit about our story. Some of you have heard this. The Vernon team could do it better than I can do my story. But I want to share a little bit about what happened. About 10 years ago, Ken and I took a really strong look at our lives, and we didn't really like what was looking back at us. For a lot of people, we looked very successful. We made 6 figures together. We had amazing careers. We had a beautiful house. We had everything. But I'd always had a vision since I was 21, and 10 years ago I was 48, and I always had a vision I was going to retire by 55 and make sure he was retired too. And so I wasn't going to lose that battle. I was going to win at it, and I was going to make it happen. But the way it was going wasn't working. And we'd had some really close people in our lives pass away in a short period of time. And isn't it true that sometimes that makes you really look at your life? They had regrets on their dying day. I don't think that's right. I think you should celebrate life and know that you did everything you wanted, you achieved everything, and you brought out your greatness. And so many people go through life and they don't show their greatness. And there's so much greatness in this room, and you haven't even tapped into it yet. And our job is to help you touch into that greatness and find out what you can do in the world. It's incredible. It is. So we had network marketing come into our life, and it got us excited. And it was a relative of ours that really taught us the vision, and it was possible. We were still in the corporate world, but this vision kept coming to us. And I got to tell you something, guys. When you really get this business, don't ever quit, because you're never not going to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to sleep if you just don't do it and accomplish your dreams. So, you know, we dabbled in a nutritional company for a period of time, learning lots about compensation plans. I had to learn it all, seeing the possibilities, and I couldn't sleep. We were so excited if we found a company that we really, really loved. So a lot of you haven't heard this story at all. The long and short of it, we just started to start our own network marketing company. Crazy. Start our own network marketing company.
I don't recommend that.
No. Note to self. And led by our other relative. So we sold our dream house. We left our careers, our really successful careers, and we took every risk in the world. And we moved away from small town Vernon, and everyone laughed at us and said, "Really, you're crazy." And so we started to build that business. We bought leads. We did cold calling like for 8 hours at a time. Kind of got really good at it. Blogs, forums, anything, webinars, our own corporate calls. You know, we didn't have Lonnie, David, or Richard, and their millions at all. So we did it all on our own. And through an unfortunate divorce with the relative that we were doing it with, this is how easy things fall apart. It fell apart, and we lost everything. And it wasn't pleasant. It was bitter. He really had a nervous breakdown, our relative, and we had to get out of that property very quickly. So we loaded up our U-Haul with the rest of our belongings, and I said, I am not going back to Vernon, ever, ever. I'm so embarrassed, the tail's between my leg. We failed so poorly. But lo and behold, where did we end up? Vernon. The universe and God knew that's what we needed to do. We needed to learn. I was so worried about what people would think. And you know that as we went through that journey of being back there, no one gave a damn. They're so worried about their issues. No one cared about what had happened to us. They might have had a laugh or two. But you know, our great friend, I don't want to get too emotional here, Darcy said, move into my basement. So for 9 months, we put our stuff in storage and we moved into his basement. We really had a good time. But we started to do paper routes, weed gardens, shovel snow, whatever it took to get our life back. We were really good on our paper routes. You know, we had 3 or 4. And in Canada that winter, I'm telling you, the snow was like this. And 5 a.m. in the morning, we're out there doing a huge paper route. But it was part of the journey that we had to do. We were willing to do anything we could to come back. So a lot of people say, well, you know, I got burned in network marketing. So do you kind of think we have a right to say that? Maybe? No, it excited me even more. We knew that we just had to find the right company. So with Darcy and Ken and I, we went and built another nutritional business. And we learned that it wasn't the right company for you. You guys, when I tell you that we have all the pillars you need and we are extraordinary, I've been through it. I'm not kidding. Nobody has a culture like this. No one has founders like this. No one has a company like this. Don't forget it. And so, when we got a call a little over 7 years ago from TL, and we'd met her in that nutritional company, and she said, you got to take a look and call me by 7 tomorrow morning, and don't wait. I was so excited because I knew that we had something really, because I stayed up all night. I did my research on everything. I had 14 pages of check marks. It had to be the perfect storm. I wasn't coming into New Sarity. It had to be, didn't matter we didn't have product in Canada. That'll happen because we have the men in the company that don't fail. And I knew without a shadow of a doubt, with or without Ken or I, New Serity's going to the top. Am I going to listen and live with regrets? Or not listen and live with regrets? Or am I going to do it? And we just got an attitude of we made a decision. And when you make that decision and then you do whatever it takes, your life truly changes. And all of those obstacles and those challenges and those valleys, that's normal, isn't it? And Ken always says, don't make a decision in the valley. Don't ever make a decision in the valley. Wait till you're out of the valley. Valleys are important because that's what you learn. When you fall down 7, you get up 8. You don't stay down. Get up. We've got this, you guys. And what's going to happen in the next year or two is absolutely incredible.